Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is the one, the only, the Azothan. We are back with part 3 of Battles for Azeroth, Lordaeron, the Foremath. This game sent in by Julian. It's been an amazing game so far, and as we get back into this, we will go ahead and do a quick recital of what's been happening. We have the Dark Horde assaulting Ep.5. We also have some pressure being put on in Outland. We have actually the Undead, Cult of the Damned, assaulting Alterac on the islands out here. Then we have Julian, who I do not believe was involved in any fights. No, the Highborn are not anywhere. That's right, our Forsaken and Undead players are going to be assaulting Archimon. So let's go ahead and see how that all plays out right now. I think they're not going to have that much trouble with Archimon, as it does not appear anyone is controlling and or interested in trying to help with him or using his spells, which he has a lot of. Yeah, it's kind of a shame, but I guess, and the Wells. Moira gets murder fucked by Magtheridon. And the real big fight is actually here, as Alterac is slowly wiped out by Zoom. His force is just, again, overwhelming. And when you have ghoul minions that have anti-magic shield on them, what do you do with a Klondike bar? Nothing, you die! And remember, these can also cast, I believe the damned mages can cast the Plague Cauldrons, which will summon zombies. So he's this unstoppable wall of just shit that he throws at you. But the only real damage dealers in his army are his heroes, the Dalaran Exiles. Some of the Dalaran Exiles have some interesting spells, mostly AoEs that focus on either helping or hindering you or your allies, you or your enemy. Not a whole lot of wiggle room in between there. And oh fuck, it looks like the Alliance is murdering Ultimate Troy. I don't know why. This is such a bad idea. Do they need to take Durnold? Because they're killing a person who would eventually become their ally. I don't know if Alterac stands a chance right now. At least they still have Nagaz. But Ultimate Troy's in a bit of a fucking bind right now. Alright, there we go. Got himself into a Zeppelin, managed to escape the Cult of the Damned on the islands. I'm so proud of you, Ultimate Troy. Aiden Paranold. Again, they all have this permanent nighttime invisibility. They're all like Night Elves, and it's awesome. They're so sneaky shitty. Red Mist? Tell me... What? You guys didn't get rebuffed. What? They're not even going to try to kill him. Okay, because no one cares about him, I guess. That, or they almost died, because Sylvanas is nearly wiped. Ooh, with many attacks going down on her. That's not who I was trying to get. I was trying to get Zoom Griefer. Alright, with Sapphiron in the Dalaran dungeons, Putris in Northrend, and Nubrak in Northrend. Not really seeing a whole lot of action out of them. Area Peak taking a suspiciously long time to die. Trying to figure out where the actual battles are going. Oh, there we go. The Dark Horde has built a massive forward settlement here from which they intend to rebuff the Alliance. And Sabanya, I don't know if it's gonna fucking work. Still not allied to the Dark Horde. Our Twilight player is now moving up. Oh no! This is bad fucking news for the Dark Horde, as he's being flanked now by the Twilight Cults player. You little bastard. Twilight Elementals, spawn of Yogs. These are all very squishy units that will be on the front line. But Twilight Zealots are, of course, very tanky, easy to build units with 17 armor, with 2 6 upgrades, I should say, first of all. 30 to 46 damage, 17 armor, and almost 1400 health. Well, the Dark Horde realizing he has to get the hell out of Dodge, because even Pit Lords are starting to look a little bit wimpy compared to the front lines he's facing. I think Proto Drakes and Twilight Drakes, yeah, actually pretty comparable. Unfortunately, the Twilights are going to do way better because they do magic damage. Oh, fucking Magtheridon getting surrounded right now and aimed down. No! Hey, get the fuck out of Dodge. Hey, actually does get the fuck out of for a brief moment, but he's being netted. I don't know by who and or what, but he needs to go. No! Run! It's the nets from hell! Fuck this game! Hey, don't... He didn't realize he was getting netted, and now he's too far gone to... If Mag still gets, I would like to laugh so hard, but no, that's not it. The Alliance is coming back indeed right now. And they have completely run away. Oh, I mean, they're still fighting, but mostly run away. Moira now on the front line. Moira just all by herself like, what's up, bitches? You don't even know. Sorry. You don't even know. I'm going to fucking wreck you. You'll think that I'm some weaselly little girl, but I'll destroy your faces. You see this stuff? I'll shove it 3 feet up your ass. I'm 3 feet of fury. And I will birth a whole nation of pain on you. My god. Alright. Hey says, fuck this game. Leaves. I don't blame him. That was a pretty brutal flank. And now the Twilight's got to face a united alliance. Without the help of the Dark Horde. And that's not going to go very well. So it's pretty much up to the Undead right now. Zoom Griefer, Zoom himself, and... yeah, like, where the fuck? He's just on the island. Like, Zoom's being weirdly passive on this. For what I know of him, anyway. I can't talk shit because I'm definitely even slower. But Red Mist now. Getting aggressive on Muru. Nice. Life draining it, trying to keep just ahead of the damage it does. And since no one's going to be controlling it, nice! They took it. So, like, yeah, the Alliance saying we should head to Northrend. I think that's where this game's been going. The Alliance these last 2 Lord on the Foremath are going to play back the Alliance, but I swear that's not normally how it happens. Normally evil wins. Normally evil demolishes. But when they have their civil wars and factions start splitting apart from people dying and they're like, I can get this really cool thing if I just betray it. I can be cool. We can still win. I can be cooler. And then they lose because they get a little bit too, they lose a hero and they get unallied and shit falls apart. It's great because it's exactly like WoW lore. It feels like, oh yeah, people, like you go, why would someone do that shit? That's so fucking stupid. And the answer is because it's fun. Pink Maru is very pretty. I actually want to go look at him again. It's like oddly soothing, I gotta be honest. Wallpaper? I just gotta get... Hey. There we go. That's a wallpaper. Somebody make it for me. Just have that floating around in my life. Alright. Back to when the game was fun and people weren't dead and the Twilight's Hammer clan was still a thing. Twilight, if you leave after wrecking the Dark Horde and like ruining his day, I swear on my chinny chin chin. Well, alright. Giant polar bears are assaulting your islands. I guess there's not a lot you can do against that. You can try. Zoom's gonna dictate where this next fight is. Oh, he's in his thing. He's floating. Now we just gotta look for a thing on the map that is moving and white. Now? Down south?
Our brethren's town is under attack. Are under attack.
Oh, no, it's down south. Yes, what? Ooh, he's moved into a very precarious position. Yeah, getting nailed, but he's very trusting. He needs to upgrade. Or like, okay. I don't know why he's going into Twilight. This is super risky to go into Twilight Lands right now. You're not allied from what I know. Right? No, at all. Red Dragon Egg Stash. They should use that or pick that up. I don't know how that's utilized actually. But, huh. Oh, why is he just... It's like he's trying to help the Alliance. He's like, yeah, I guess I could fight the Alliance, but I'd really rather just fight the fucker who's not winning. Just aiming bases. Well, Zoom's just... Okay, Zoom's being a punk now. Zoom's just Nax floating and base aiming, it looks like. How unfortunate. Teleport in with, more siege. There we go. Yeah, kill the guy who's not winning. I don't know if he's going to be able to get there in time. No, he's super not. He's just objectively not going to be able to get there before. That sucks. Twilight Citadel will go down. I think that might stop him from getting Deathwing, maybe? Yeah, I guess someone's like Zoom being Zoom. That's Red Pandalt, I can't say anything else. Fair enough. I feel like they've been knocked out of the game now. Oh, and look, the blue is fighting here, but against an entire United Alliance. Well, not the entire thing, but at least the mages in Silverhand doing a good job fighting against the Lich King. And Tyrosol agents just usefully hidden behind the lines. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm counting out Lordaeron right now. Of course he's here. Let's go ahead and check control points. Dark Horde, still scary, left. Syndicate, nothing. Wow. Yeah. Undead just demolished. Completely destroyed. They're doing some, I mean, don't get me wrong, some damage here and there, but for the most part, he's ignoring Dark Green in the back. He's just completely ignoring Arthas. It's weird, like, how whole portions of his army are just pretending like they don't matter or exist. They're, like, doing some AoE, but not killing off things. It's weird. I can't tell if they're trying to win or not. It's like the Alliance has a secret ally. Professor Fusion does not get out.
Our hero has been killed.
Okay, now, Zoom, you need to go fucking north and fight the Alliance. Is Blue solo?
Town is under attack.
No, he's allied, right? Or he's allied to Pink, but not the Cult? No, he's allied to Cult. You expected to win one. I mean, that's a fair point. You're not gonna win 1 versus 4, even if it's just mostly heroes. Like they have this. Right now, your allies are wiping out people who don't matter. Now, the Cult and the Twilight are going to duke it out right now. Cho'Gall is going to try to hold the front line. Nice AoE on his part, but Zoom with the superior upgrades, I have no doubt. 1-6 on his melee, 6-6 on his range, versus the 2-6 melee and 4-6 ranged of our Cult player, our Twilight player. And Richard doesn't have, I mean, all of his, no, or at least his 2 important heroes are here. General Eridax, a great tank, but once he's actually on the front line and having to absorb damage, not gonna last that long. 2100 health is not a lot in this era. That's a demi for the Dark Horde. Or at least an elite, I should say. It's a demi for others. And General Eridax holds the line. Oh, but the siege now. Red Mist is going to break this with siege damage here on the back line. If he wipes out the Twilight Cultist, there's no support. Cho'Gall starts to go down. They have to abandon the choke point. And the Twilight Drakes as well are starting to be completely health drained, getting way more focused. Yeah, there we can see forced back now. He has to build a shipyard and get the hell out of Dodge. He has 1 transport ship, which potentially could get him and General Eridax out. That's it. Oh, General Eridax already out and on a boat and all. Fuck, just gone. Okay, cool. Zoom, what are you doing? Just finishing this off, huh? He closes the gates on him. Nice. He had the gates open the whole time. How much is left on these gates? 5,000 health. It'll take a minute. Meanwhile, he'll do some range damage. General Eridax on the way. I don't know if he's going to Northrend. Probably trying to open up maybe some Old God options. That's probably what he's on his way to do.
Our forces are under attack.
Seems like he has a goal, a destination. Zoom's still wiping stuff out, and Zoom Griefer might not knows. Yeah, he's killing THC. God knows why, right? Like he's just being a fucking asshole. Yeah, he can't 1v11. I mean, that's okay. They are wiping out a player, and you know what? If Blue hadn't been stupid enough to lose all his units, it wouldn't be a problem. So, like, I can't be super upset at the poor guy. He played like a ding, and he lost like a ding. Cho'Gall get named down. Bye, Richard Dick. Cho'Gall's a dead man. Shield of the Mountain King and Hammer of Twilight drops. And no more Cho'Gall. However, General Eridax might maybe... No. Does not get out. I'm not even interested in the Alliance at this point. Like, they're kind of just cleaning up things that don't... Oh, but there's an assault now. They're attacking Alterac. Again, potentially their ally at some point, but instead deciding to wipe him out for the experience points, potentially. And Aladdin Paranoid. Aladdin, no! He could have been a power. Aladdin the power. Lord Falconcrest next to get bitch slapped and aimed down. The roots are on fire! And now you're on fire! Let your fucker mother burn! I don't know what I'm saying. Oh, Jesus. They don't care. Well, I mean, kudos to the Alliance for not trying to overstack it. And I guess maybe they can only join it, like, whole Alliance, yep. Just to kill Syndicate. Bye-bye. Light Blue says, I'm not there, baby. I ain't nowhere near you. I'm killing other people on islands and taking things back, and basically we're going to lose now because Zoom decided to kill off the Twilights instead of the main threat. Richard Dick, so many towers outside of the Cribbatal. But let's see where Richard Dick... Oh, no, Richard Dick left. Damn. Well, now this gets interesting because it's 3 versus 1, 2... No, yeah, no, what, huh? Yeah, it's 3 versus 1, 2... 3, 4? 5? 5? 3 versus 5? Yeah. And I think he's asking how Styles has. Moira's on her own again. She's just, alright, she's doing her thing. Looks like the Alliance is heading south. The Lordaeron army has now converged just outside, or just above the bridge. Oh, Zoom now sees that there's an enemy army we might have to deal with. Look at that. Main threat dealt with, now you can deal with these ancillary threats, right? This bridge is going to be a killing ground here in a minute if everyone can get there in time. You can tell Headred wants to hold this. Ideally, or yeah. His forces are poisoned, they're going to take creeping damage. Here and there. It sucks, it's unstoppable. Patchwork now up to 6,500 health. Oh, he's such a big boy. Putting more strength items on him to try to boost his health, survivability. You can see Dark Green base signaling saying, hey, if anyone wants to fight, there's definitely shit going on down here. See where his allies are. Taking islands. Outside Dalaran and outside Dalaran. And that's not going to happen. Dark Green, you need to leave and get the fuck out of there. Because Zoom's unstoppable at the moment, especially with Red Mist, with 5-3 upgraded. Again, 6-6 is the maximum upgrades in Lordaeron format, so 5-3 for the ranged on the Forsaken, and every single one of these units that he kills will turn into a skeleton. If the unit is not killed by one of those, it will be raised as a ghoul. If it is not, it will come back, it will kill you, it will kill you. Everything you once loved is going to come back and kill you. That's what I'm hearing. And Arthas, doing an AoE heal and trying to get out of dodge in time, but he's getting slowly surrounded and aimed down by there's too much undead. You can see we're trying to follow him back, and the Highborn have teleported in, but Arthas throws up his Holy Light Shield just in time as Saffron and the squad of Frostworms were aiming him down, and now the mages... very good stun there. I believe that may have been a Nubrak. I managed to pop that up. No, it was not. Somebody else managed to pop off a big stun on the units that teleported in, and that's always a good time to hit them, especially with AoE abilities like the Frostworms. And the Alliance forced to retreat in the face of this overwhelming undead army streaming across their lands, and there's just no chance. Look at that. It's so well supported by casters and siege, and more and more and more summons constantly. And again, the longer those summons last, the longer those summons can be on the front line doing the real damage and soaking up the damage that should be taken by the army. That's why armies like this and the Undead are so good at snowballing fights like this, where it's just a running battle that continues with summons being made and used and killed and used. Oh yeah, someone's saying rip Alliance. Rest in peace, bitches. Saying, go ahead and do Argent Crusade. Yeah, do that. By the way, after this, I'm eating. I'm going to make sandwiches and ramen and just... And then we're going to do some Fallout survival mode probably after this. Yeah, for sure Fallout survival mode after this. After the eatings. Style, will you get in the fucking fight? Jesus, man. If you were in the front lines with your paladins actually doing anything at the moment, it would be so much better than where you are. But okay, we have Red Mist setting up a forward base. We may have the Undead setting up similar bases as well. I mean, Zoom's intelligent. He's most likely going to realize, even doing as good as he is, he still needs to have support. That's why he would... more summons coming out. Ghoul minions, now 2-6, 12 armor, 800 health. And still Airy Peak alive. Moira may be forced to defend on her own and targeted down by Saffron and the Frostworm squad. Huge damage, just moited Moira. They moited Moira. Oh, these sons of bitches, they moited Moira. They moira'd Moira. The Alliance leaving him completely on his own. Terrible sad. Cracker Snatcher may suck, but he has been there. He's been in the shit. Deep in the shit. By the way, smile. Don't tell me to smile. I ain't yours. Hey, Ruin09. Blue is OP as fuck. Blue is super good. Blue and Call to the Damned are really fun in Foremath. Also, welcome to the chat, man.
Our town is under siege.
How long is this replay? It looks about an hour and 25 would be my guess, based on gut feeling. Oh, and Calls of the Damned go ahead and stream up and begin an immediate assault on Capital City itself. Ah, Zoom. Going for the jugular. Having probably left behind Naxxramas and... Oh, what? The dwarves are going to continue to fight, building lumber mills to block off the area and make it more difficult. He may have lost his units, but he's not giving up. He's rebuilding Moira. Airy Peak still defended by their dwarven warriors, and a massive amount of health regen still going on. I don't know, probably health damage that looks like it's being sucked up and given to Sylvanas. Whoa, only 100 health left on her, almost killed off. And the dwarves will be fighting the Forsaken for control of Airy Peak. Wow, is any kind of like bigger army going? Yeah, we know the Capital City assault is going to be going on here in a minute, and the Froststorm is being used to excellent ability, locking down the fortified guard towers. But Zoom hasn't brought up his meat wagons yet, having to stall the battle until they and Patchwork, essentially the living battering ram, arrive. And Zoom's got to be careful. He's lending at least one of these flesh golems to the assault by the Forsaken here, and we'll see how well Sylvanas utilizes that. We have to remember it. There's one army unaccounted for, which is actually the Anubarak Putricide armies, which will be joining Saffron. Oh, and Saffron, man, that's a lot of mana drain going up on him. That was a nice target there. The Froststorm still locking down the frontline towers as everyone bunches around the line of improved cannon towers that now defends Lordaeron Palace. Alright, the Undead are preparing for their assault. Nice, we can see already the Alliance are prepared. The Clerics casting their dispels on the units outside. Finally, they're not fighting against idiots. No, no. The Alliance knows that the only way to kill off the Undead is to have reliable, consistent dispels. That's only... Alright, so now Capital City and Airy Peak both under assault. And Moira will hold the line. Flesh Golem will be killed. Ah, Sylvanas, you gotta watch out. If you get murdered by just a bunch of Dwarven Warriors, I will make fun of you. Dwarven Warriors don't even have as much health as a Ghoul does. Or at least a Summon Ghoul. Saffron, forced back by the sheer weight of fire coming out of Lordaeron Capital, and his summons and other undead units will be driven back. And at the last moment, the Silver Hand, now streaming, having landed on the shores of Lordaeron, now comes streaming in to try to alter the battle outside Capital Palace, and this flank may be the thing that solidifies the Undead's loss. It was already looking kind of rough with Lordaeron confident enough to push out and actually be fighting outside the confines of Lordaeron Capital itself. But yeah, no, with this... Wait, Style, why are you not going Argent? Asking why he's not making it, I guess, more fair, quote unquote? Ultimate Troy still has, wow, still Alterac. Still not going with the Alliance, I don't believe. No, still on his own, but he will take back Alterac and at least do a little bit of trouble to the Alliance, but oh, that abortive assault is going to cost so much for the Undead. And Zoom, I don't know if he has the patience to try to rebuild. No, he's got the forward base set up, and he is starting to produce his support units. He's building casters, he's building siege, he's building everything that he should need, and Patchwork and a few of these Flesh Golems still alive and on the front lines. And if he can get this back up and start getting more summons out, and hopefully the Alliance forgets about dispels, I don't know. And Saffron still on the front line, and just buff as hell. Has Shield of the Mountain King, Wand of the Archlich, Eye of Dalaran, and Skull of Gul'dan all on Saffron, making him into a flying, unstoppable fortress. But unfortunately, Zoom doesn't have the frontline tanks that are needed to finish this off. He actually just does not. If him and Pink and they all had their correct unit set up right now, this would be a different situation. But the Alliance has so much damage coming out in the form of Julian with his ranged archers, ballistas, and then of course Style with his reliable healing frontline units, and Lordaeron again reliable frontline units. It's just they're not reproducing quickly enough to alter this fight, at least not as far as I know. Nice use of the Skull of Gul'dan there. on Saffron. Does manage to do a ton of damage to the frontline units for the Alliance, but still not enough. There we go. Zoom Griefer giving Zoom a ton of money right now to try to continue to reduce units, but Zoom is a little bit distracted with the actual combat itself. He is starting to make more units. Flesh Golem will not finish before the Slaughterhouse is killed. It looks like the Alliance smart enough to at least focus a few units here and there on taking those down. Ballista AoE alone will start to do it here and there. Okay, that's his Slaughterhouse is down. Any siege, it's mostly going to be frontline units and casters at this point. No siege or fortified defense. And Blue's really got to get in the fucking fight. Did he's leaving all of this shit here. Not used. He gave all of his money instead of getting any teleport. If he just teleported in, he could probably turn the battle. That's a lot of heroes. That's a lot of demis. That's a lot of elites. Let's see what Red Mist is doing. 316 gold and finally starting to build a reinforcing settlement back here. Might actually be able to turn the tide if he can continue to silence the Alliance forces. You can see that under the effects of the silence, the frontline units of the Alliance are starting to suffer, unable to benefit from the chain heals. And it will begin to drive the Alliance back. Again, still not quite enough, but Sylvanas will begin to suck the life and health from all nearby units and get aimed down for it. Oh no, that's alright. Kel'Thuzad's still alive and still in his human form, and Zoom and Red Mist are beginning to finish their reinforcing structures. This fight outside of Capital City will continue on for a long time. The Alliance knowing that this is pretty much their last chance. If they get completely beat here, it's over. And Zoom now. Okay. Patchwork confident enough to be on the front lines. Yeah, he should be, after all. I mean, look at that health. If you try to focus it, like, chip damage is just not going to mean much to him, and if you do focus on him, you leave so much alive. Now, Zoom has started to reproduce, that's what I thought I saw. Zombies. Going for almost a pure zombie army. What is this? Plus 8 armor, so 20 armor, 1,200 point zombies. I believe they cost 8 gold. They're obscenely cheap, and he is massing them right now, along with necromancers to rebuild ghouls, dead units into ghouls. You can see probably dispels will be used to good effectiveness, and the AoE. Oh, Blizzard's certainly being used to good effectiveness right there by Jaina Proudmoore. Insane range on it. In addition to that, wow. And dispels and AoE alone actually turn that undead tide back, as the Alliance regroups and Uther, Lorthamar, and Arthas lead the charge. And Patchwork not overly confident now, beginning to retreat from this battle. Oh, and he's confident! Uther on the front line now with 2,300 health and the Hammer of the Lightbringer 2,400 health. They're starting to break through. They're starting to get to the effective parts of the army, the casters, the siege. Once the AoE and Jaina starts damaging those and permanently killing those, that's when the Undead army completely loses. You can see ×1 speed. At this point, they need to back up. You can see how much damage is being done. It seems like Zoom just does not give a shit. Patchwork's still almost at full health, as well as all of his hero squad, but everything else dying. The Alliance not suffering as much damage as you would expect, with Saffron still in the air, still pretty goddamn unkillable with his item stacking. And they're just hoping to chip with Saffron and Patchwork taking most of the damage up front. And I'm not convinced. No, come on, a few more blizzards from Jaina in the right place and this entire siege line for Pink falls apart. Just gotta aim in the right places. Even just focusing some knights to just like click, 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 shift, attack on all of that siege, and just then like continue your fight and let the knights do their thing. A group of 6 or 8 or 12 knights, yeah, they'll kill it. Especially in that kind of a ragtag. You saw that front line was not solid. It was not filled up. It was just like, we're gonna all attack around big things there. It was just groups with big gaps in between them, and you see the Undead finally forced back. The Alliance with all of their casters left unmolested, not enough siege, not enough silence to take out what was really affecting the battle. And again, as always, try to figure out what's really affecting the battle. Wow! Ultimate Troy, are you part of the Alliance now? No, but he's part of trying to be an asshole, using his assassins to try to focus down people here and there. No! And there goes Aladdin. Aladdin the Paladin getting wrecked.
Our hero has been slain. Our town is under attack.
Too rough, man. Gloves of Haste on Lordaeron with Cleave. Damn, does he have Cleave? Because if so, yeah, that very, very fast attack speed with Cleave, I can see why that would be very effective. Gotta take out Lordaeron. He's survivable. A Staff of Silence on top of that. A Staff of Silence is a purchasable item from many different shops, and if you don't have it, you're probably sucking. And I almost never have it, and I definitely suck. So listen to my advice. You need the Staff of Silence. Just for the option of, like, if you're like, wow, look at that guy doing channeling and I can't in any way affect it because I don't have a stun or a root. I have a staff I could buy. It's 200 gold. It's a big investment, but it's huge utility. I know Aladdin isn't a paladin, but he probably wanted to be one, and if not, his name rhymes with it, and he wasted an opportunity in life if he never at least thought about it. One of the fun things about Light Blue in this game is if you do everything right in Foremath, you can get a lot of really fun heroes, and they can almost all of them have summon militia peasants, and you can summon a little mini army of militia peasants. Like, we're watching this because we know where this is going. After that, like, yeah, he's going for Tyr's Hand, and he's gonna get squished between two armies. Zoom's trying to go for Tyr's Hand real quick, hoping that aiming like he's done the rest of the game will get him what he wants. It looks like if he's not aiming, he's die. Oh, and the Highborn are just shitting in the face of the Undead right now. Yeah, alright, Paladin's coming in for the final flank here, and this is the final battle. The Undead have been completely caught out of position here out front of Tyr's Hand, and Naxxramas has landed. It looks like they're trying to all escape into there right now, but a decent, I mean, they're not dead yet. But the Alliance, if they continue on intelligent... Oh, Ronin Dragonheart getting targeted down, getting purged, aimed, potentially killed? If that makes Sanaz leave... No, he said, fuck you, I'm staying. I have chain heals, I'll fight. Style and his hero group continue to be a little bit of a problem, and wow, they're really actually handling this well. By I'm telling you, focus down those casters and take out those groups, and armies start to fall shockingly quickly. And that is exactly what Zoom Griefer's doing right now, targeting down those casters. Light Blue getting mostly wiped out, but Noth gets killed, and the assault on Tyr's Hand is mostly rejected. Oh my god, Omega lol. Kel'Thuzad still trying to do it. Still trying to do his damn bestest. But now focused down as well by the Highborn. Ooh. Zoom Griefer leaves the game after he gets flanked and taken out, and now I think Zoom's probably gonna leave the game as well. If I had to guess, yes. Oh, no, Kel'Thuzad. He thought Naxxramas was still there. Zoom being a good sport about it. GG's out. There we go, guys. There's the rest of the game. The Alliance once again wins Lord of the Foremath. If any of you have a problem with this, which I do, let me flex for the camera so we can all, people in the, if you have a problem with that, go play some Lord on the Foremath. Host it at makemehost.com. Read about it at brigandshaven.net and diplomunion.com. Download it at epicwar.com. Lord on the Foremath version 0.22. It's still in alpha. Oh, beta, actually. Or, I don't know. But go check it out. Go play it. Host it on Make Me Host. Have fun with it. And send me a replay at azothancasts@gmail.com. You'll find descriptions and links and everything in the description. Until next time, guys. Thanks for joining me for another Battles for Azeroth. I'll see you next episode. Bye!